The financial landscape of 2026 isn't just shifting, it's being completely rewritten by a handful of hidden catalysts, and most investors have no clue. What if you could see the blueprint? In this video, we're revealing the 5 critical investments positioned to dominate this historic transformation. This isn't about random picks. Every single one ties directly into the tectonic forces reshaping our economy, our currency, and global power itself. Get ready. By the end, you'll have a clear map for the year ahead. Let's begin with the 5 macro themes that will decide the winners and losers. First, the Great Debasement. America's national debt isn't just a number, it's a policy. At over $38 trillion, the path forward is clear. They won't cut spending. They won't default. The only exit is to devalue the currency. This isn't conspiracy. It's cold, hard financial mechanics. Smart capital is already fleeing to real assets. We saw it in gold's historic run. We're seeing it now. The implication? Anything tangible, scarce, and outside the direct control of central banks is primed for revaluation. Second theme, the energy gambit. Recent geopolitical moves have handed the United States a potential masterstroke. By gaining influence over a nation with the largest untapped oil reserves on the planet, the game with OPEC changes forever. This is about flooding the market with new supply to artificially suppress energy costs. Why? Because if energy prices stay low, the official inflation numbers look tame. That creates political cover to keep printing money to manage that colossal debt. It's a financial sleight of hand with global consequences. Third, the powder keg. Look at a map. Tensions are simmering from the Middle East to the Arctic to the South China Sea. Whether these conflicts turn hot or stay cold, the result is the same. Massive inflationary government spending on defense. Nations are stockpiling next-generation weapons. This isn't a peacetime budget. It's a preparation economy, and it will funnel trillions into specific sectors. Fourth, the AI power wall. The conversation has shifted. It's no longer just about which company has the best algorithm. It's about who has the juice to run it. Artificial intelligence models are insatiable energy gluttons. The next bottleneck isn't software, it's electricity. This creates a historic rush to secure always-on, baseline power. And what's the only scalable, carbon-free source that fits that description? The answer is fueling a multi-trillion-dollar build-out. Finally, Theme 5, Strategic Capitalism. The idea of a purely free market is fading. The government is now an active player, directing capital, imposing tariffs, and backing industries deemed essential for national security, from semiconductors to rare earths to energy. They are picking winners. Your job is to identify who's getting that tailwind. Now, let's translate these themes into specific opportunities. These are the 5 positions for 2026. Starting with number 5, a giant energy player uniquely positioned for the energy gambit. While others are just arriving, this company has operated on the ground for decades within that resource-rich nation we discussed. They have the existing infrastructure, the relationships, and now the geopolitical green light. They are the de facto spearhead for one of the largest resource reconstruction projects in modern history. The immediate catalyst? Forthcoming earnings where management will outline the scale of this opportunity. Beyond that, they have a separate, massive growth engine in another prolific offshore basin, guaranteeing cash flow even if the primary play develops slowly. The risk? Rebuilding broken infrastructure takes years, and political winds can shift. But if you believe the strategic shift is real, this is the most direct conduit to that new supply. It's a long-term leverage point to a changing world order. Number 4 is a play on both currency devaluation and the green tech revolution. It's not a stock, but a trust tracking a physical metal, silver. Why silver? It has a dual personality. It's a precious metal, a classic hedge against a weakening dollar, but it's also a critical industrial component. It's in every solar panel, in many electric vehicles, and inside advanced military and computing hardware. Demand is structural and rising. Here's the kicker. For years, the world has consumed more silver than it mines. Inventories are draining. The market is in a deep, sustained deficit. When you layer the Great Debasement theme on top of this physical shortage, you have a combustible setup. The ratio between gold and silver has already started to correct from extreme highs. If hard assets continue their march, silver has significant catching up to do. The risk? A sudden, sharp shift back to higher interest rates could pressure metals in the short term. But the long-term trends of monetary expansion and green electrification are powerful, converging tides. Number 3. A defense contractor, but not the old kind. Think cheaper, autonomous, and built in swarms. The future of conflict isn't a single $100 million jet. It's a cloud of intelligent drones. This company is a leader in that exact space. Their flagship product is an unmanned loyal wingman designed to fly alongside manned fighters, acting as a shield and a weapon. The major development? This system was recently elevated to a program of record by a major branch of the military. In Pentagon terms, that means recurring, budgeted funding, a sticky, long-term contract. They are also a key player in the hypersonic weapons race. With global defense budgets swelling and a clear Pentagon initiative to field thousands of autonomous systems, this company sits at the intersection of necessity and innovation. The risk? Government contracting is slow and subject to delays. But the direction of spending is unequivocally in their favor. Number 2 is the most speculative, but potentially transformative. A leader in next-generation nuclear energy. The AI power wall demands clean, constant, and dense power. Only one source fits all criteria: nuclear. This firm is the first in the U.S. to have its small, modular reactor design fully approved by regulators. A moat that took over a decade to build. These factory-built reactors are the ideal power source for massive data center campuses. And the deals are starting to land. A recent agreement with one of America's largest public power authorities could lead to the biggest deployment of its kind in history. The risk is real. Nuclear projects are infamous for cost overruns and delays. This is a long-duration, high-conviction bet on the AI infrastructure boom. It's not for the faint of heart, but its strategic importance has never been higher. Our number 1 pick is a company already cashing the checks from the AI power crisis today. It's a major power generation company with a massive fleet of nuclear and natural gas plants. While others are planning future reactors, this firm is signing 20-year contracts right now to supply tech giants with the electricity their data centers desperately need. Their cash flow is staggering and predictable. Nearly all their expected power output for 2026 is already sold and hedged. Credit agencies have taken notice, recently upgrading them to investment grade, which lowers their costs and validates the model. In the race to power AI, they aren't building the future grid. They are monetizing the current one. The risk involves operational complexity and commodity exposure, but their long-term contracts and essential role provide a formidable buffer. They are a cornerstone of the new digital economy. There you have it. 5 positions, each a direct response to the 5 world-changing themes of 2026. This is about aligning your capital with irreversible trends. The greatest investment returns are found at the intersection of necessity and inevitability. Your next step? Research. Dive deeper into each of these themes and ideas. If this framework brought you value, the single best way to support this channel is to hit the LIKE button. It helps more thinkers find their way here. Subscribe to Winds of Thought for more deep dive analysis on the forces shaping our future. What's the one theme you think will dominate 2026? Let me know in the comments below. Until next time, think strategically.